Hey guys, it's AKJ Productions here, back here with part 2 of the Flash Season 6 review. Now, guys, I know part 1 was 13 minutes for one episode, so I'm going to speed it up. It's obviously, I don't know, I just had a lot to say, and honestly, I could make this review like 3 hours long, but if every episode could take that long, but I'm going to just skim past it. So, if you haven't seen part 1 already, watch part 1, because those are my opinions on our overall season. I'm going to restate it quickly here, and that is, I think the first 8 episodes are much better than the last 10 episodes, or 9 episodes, I'm not sure which one, 10 through 19, so it's 10. So, yeah, I think they're much better. I think, and I'm not including, whenever I rank a season, I do not include a crossover episode, okay? I just don't think that's fair. So, obviously, this season, I think, was the best season of Flash since season 2. But I think it could have been much better. I don't think it could have been better in episode 2 had the last 3 episodes been aired. And also some bad decisions they made in the second half of the season. So let's move on with the first half, part A of my overall review. I think the best episode of the first 8 episodes, that's Texans. I love that guy. Is definitely episode 7. The Last Temptation of Barry Allen 1 is one of the best episodes of The Flash ever, and I think it's actually a top 5, like, legitimately, maybe even top 3, I don't know. This episode is spectacular. It has intense moments, it has everything. Barry literally stabs the Speed Force in the chest the same exact way Reverse Flash stabbed his mother. Iris' storyline was good as well. I really don't have a problem with that. That was fine. It was the introduction of Black Hole, god dang it. Like, that was pretty lit. Okay, I know this is unpopular. Most people are going to think The Last Temptation of Barry Allen 2 is actually on IMDb. This season is not ready to. I don't give two hacks about IMDb. It's just like 1,000 reviews out of like 1,000,000. And like, honestly, guys, don't pay attention to IMDb ratings. They really don't mean anything. You should formulate your own opinions. So my second favorite episode of, I'm skimming. My second favorite episode of the first 8 episodes is episode 4. Most people are going to think it's episode 8, and I'll get there soon, but actually, no, I'm going to go in this order. So episode 4 just has probably the most emotional episode of The Flash. I want to say the Arrowverse, but I think that has to go to probably the season finale of Arrow. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe Invasion, the episode of Arrow. But anyways, it's definitely the most emotional episode of Flash. As I mentioned earlier, in part 1, the conversation between Barry and Joe were legitimately tear-jerking, and the conversations between him and Cisco were great. The way they use Nash inside this episode, the way they trust him, the way Cisco lies, the writing, it's so good. This episode is chock full of good stuff. We see Bloodwork finally becoming his true self, becoming his freaking monster form. Guys, this episode's seriously amazing. And it was just the 4th episode. It's not even the best. Like, this episode can be the best episode of a pretty decent season. I don't know what I commented there. Anyways. So yeah, like I said, no editing. I'm not editing out any of these notifications. Alright, the third best episode of the season is episode 8. This episode has a creepy factor. Also, see, episode 4 was creepy with all the blood stuff. Dude, that episode was just so good, there will be blood. But once again, I'm skimming. I'm trying to make this only 2 parts. This whole thing. So with episode 8, I think it was legitimately creepy. The way episode 7 ended with Barry being the Flash. Once again, I could have gone way more in depth on episode 7. There's so much good stuff about it, but episode 8 did pick it up really, really well. I like the way they used Cecile and Camilla's storyline. It wasn't bad, but honestly, it was just kind of a waste of time, honestly, I feel like. Because, like, why are they showing these 2 characters? Like, come on. They don't need to. It's just it's such a filler. It's trying to take up time in the episode. Like, whatever. But the thing is, everything is so perfectly set up in this episode. I don't really like the way... Actually, I love the way Barry defeated Ramsey, the way he took his own initiative, thought of a plan, bring back his mother, did a little visual thing. That was amazing. The way he caught Bloodwork was amazing. It's just the creepiness in this episode. The creepiness when you see Dark Flash, when Iris encounters Dark Flash and he just turns around. Oh my god. Anyway, this episode is legitimately amazing. Bloodworks plan is great. And yeah. Honestly, guys, it's getting really repetitive. I'm not here to review every single episode. So I'm going to go over 2, 3, 5, 6 now. Right? And 1. Well, I already went over 1. So, episode 6 is definitely the worst of the season. 2 and 3 are really, really solid episodes, like really good. And 5 is also really good, even though it doesn't have Barry. I think the storyline with Cisco and the storyline with Nash and Joe was really good. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on Flash Season 6 Part 8. This part was just so phenomenal and just beautifully executed, enhanced by the prices. Only has 1 weak link, and it's not even that weak. The episode's still pretty good. Dude, this part of the season is just so good, man. I honestly don't like episode 6, just for some context, because it's just like, the villain is so unnecessary, and I feel like we don't need to go on, like, it's just 2 episodes. This is an episode before the big episode of the season, basically the season finale. Well, the first part of the season finale, as Plotline puts it, but, so yeah, I just think it's really slow and kind of stupid at times, so it's fine, honestly. So, going to the second half of the season, so there's some standout episodes, but honestly, it kind of feels like it just doesn't know where it's going. I mean, like, Nash is having these visions of a Wells, and then Reverse Flash just shows out of nowhere and takes him over. Can we get some explanation for that? Well, go. This part of the season is seriously hindered by the fact, I'm going to go over the negative first, that not everything's explained. Like, why did Eva take over Iris and not some random woman? Like, that's never explained. It's like if you go episode by episode, this part of the season's legitimately great. It's just as well, but the story has so much holes in it, and some things that the characters do make no sense. So yeah, like, Iris is set up to be this, like, cold-hearted person, but she just eventually just turns out to be emotional after some, like, hesitant moments. Like, come on. Okay, so standout episodes here were episode 14, 15, and 17. And 13. 13, 14, 15, 17. With 18 was also really good. So Sex is Assured is pretty damn bad. Episode 11 is bad. Episode 10 is pretty decent. So yeah, we still, if you go episode by episode, we only have, like, 2 pretty bad episodes. I mean, So Long and Good Night is not a good episode, most people think, but I think the way they used Ragdoll here was so good. Ragdoll was such a good character in here. I like the way they use his powers, his motivation, and he's just so defeated. It's just so good. Anyway, Liberation is probably the best episode. Liberation or Death of the Speed Force, it's a pretty close call. And then the Exorcism of Nash Wells, even though it doesn't really make any sense why we're doing this, it's always great to see Reverse Flash, and the moment where, like, Reverse Flash and Nash are, like, yelling, that's so good. But yeah, the Mirrorverse, Eva McCulloch is not complete, obviously, without the 3 episodes. So the whole season, like, 1 to 19 is seriously hindered just because we don't get everything explained. It's like watching any season to the 19th episode and just not seeing it. Not seeing the rest. Like, everything that you ties in, like, during the finale, it explains stuff, but things just aren't explained. Like, I really don't get the Nash thing. Like, I get it, Nash is seeing different wells, but Reverse Flash just comes out of nowhere, then just completely disappears. And since when does the Reverse Flash just want to kill Barry? I mean, just want to kill him. Just, like, seriously. Like, they were talking, right? And he's just like, I can't wait to, like, snap your neck. Like, let's see. Opportunities where Reverse Flash could have killed Barry easily. When he dropped him off at the Flashpoint, Crisis on Earth X easily could have killed him. I mean, come on. This is not Reverse Flash. It should be more witty than this. But the way, you see, there's so much problems, but so much good things in this half of the season. Like, the Reverse Flash, the way he tricks them using Nash's body is so good. So good. So anyway, this part of the season is pretty good. I think it would still be the 3rd best season of Flash. Maybe 4th. Maybe a little bit worse than season 5. But so there's so much good stuff about it, but there's also some bad. Anyway, I don't really want to make this video too long. Stay tuned for the Lucifer episode tomorrow. I cannot wait to rank all the seasons for Lucifer and then make some Lucifer videos. And hopefully by then or soon I'll be done Supergirl Season 5, rewatching Supergirl Season 5. I just won't rank Legends Season 5 until a bit because it's coming out June 10th and I don't feel like waiting to make my ranking videos until like June 15th or 16th. So honestly, I'm just going to put it out without Legends and then maybe we'll update it like in a couple of months, Then I'll make all my main villains ranked and all those, and eventually when I watch Season 5, I'll start incorporating them into the rankings. So guys, I'm back. Get ready. 2 videos in a row. You know the vibes. My Flash Season 6 thoughts. I could have gone way more in depth, but obviously I don't want to sit here and turn on my camera and talk for like a million hours. Anyway, and overall, the season is pretty damn good. I think if you combine everything with like the phenomenally executed first part and the just second part, having some bad links, definitely having some bad episodes, having some bad writing, having some bad decision making, it makes up for it with some just good stuff, with some lit stuff. Like episode 17 is great, like really good, and so is 14, but there's also some other good episodes sprinkled in there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Flash Season 6. Stay tuned for the ranking of all Flash seasons. I'm definitely going to have to think about it. But seriously, this season is still really, really hindered by the loss of the 3 episodes. And I think that will show in my rankings video. It could have been seriously high. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. It's been AKJ Productions. Adios.